know which one look better. I don't even know which one look better. This one looking good over here. YouTube, y'all looking good. I don't know which one looking better. What's good with y'all? How y'all feel this morning? Come on in. Y'all know I'm over here struggling. Boy, y'all, if y'all just knew what it took to get here right now. You see how late I am? Look at that. It's 10. It was 10. Oh, man. I'm going to do this right here, too. Huh? Look, I'm all behind the scene. Look at that. What's good with y'all? How y'all doing? Y'all. Hey, look. I keep telling y'all. Hey, look. Oh, man. I keep telling y'all ain't going to be ready. We ain't going to be always ready. We ain't gonna always be ready. I promise you, we ain't gonna always be ready. We will not always be ready. Ooh-wee. Oh man. Only y'all knew. I don't even want to get in here and do all this right now this morning. I don't feel like letting y'all know what it just took. Yeah, I don't even want to let y'all know what it just took. Ooh-wee. Y'all know what it just took to get here. Oh man, but I made it. I know I'm late. Hey, look. Hey, look, charge it to just charge it to the I don't know. I don't know what we're gonna charge this one to. Charge this to the situations and the circumstances. I don't know. I don't know who to charge this to. I promise you I don't know. I don't know. Because at the same time, if y'all knew what just happened, as I sat here, we got this cord. I just had this cord. I had the base. I had the base to this to my phone, right? I had the base to this phone in my hand, and I made it from to, and it's no longer here. And I done checked the floor. I done been all on my knees, looking all up under. I'm like, how did that fall that quick and disappear? Have something ever happened to y'all like that? Did you just have something in your hand and it disappeared in your hand? You don't know where it went. I don't know, y'all. I promise you, I don't know where that thing went. So YouTube, remember yesterday, YouTube, I didn't plug the laptop up in YouTube yesterday, so laptop went dead in the middle of my session. This morning, I had it in my hand. It was just in the wall. I pulled it out the wall. I sat on the bed. I went to go take care of my business. I came back. I thought I had it back in my hand. I walked from there to my studio, and it disappeared between that time. I can't find that little base anywhere in this whole entire house. It's in here somewhere. I know it didn't just disappear off the just, like that. But as far as me finding it and knowing where it is, so I can plug this phone up. So this phone is gonna be pushing to go dead. I don't know what to tell y'all. All I'm doing is just moving according to the power. I just gotta move according to the power. According to the power that worketh within me. I guess that's working outside of me, huh? How y'all doing this morning? Is that brighter? Is that better? I don't know, y'all. Y'all gonna have to charge this to the game right here. We're gonna have to chalk this one up to the game right here. I don't know. But anyway, how y'all feel? Come on in. I don't know what just happened just then. That's remarkable. So I don't know. It just was in my hand. Have you ever had something in your hand that it just like was sure it was in your hand? And you open your hand and it's no longer there. Ooh-wee, I'll do a whole section on that. What was in your hand that's no longer there? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what just happened just right there. And I don't want to call it anything other than that. But anyway, how y'all feel this morning? Come on into the assignment. You see what I'm saying? And look what's in my hand right now. look what's in the thing though. Hey, look. Hey, look at the first card. The only card that's on my station right now is this one right here. Don't fumble the blessing. I just fumbled. Hey, look. Hey, that's remarkable right there. I just fumbled that. I don't know where it's at. I promise y'all I don't know where it's at, y'all. I don't know that little block that I normally plug back here. Keep all my stuff squared away. That's crazy. It disappeared on me this morning, y'all. It's all good though. If YouTube, Facebook, if y'all go, then y'all know what happened. Okay, the phone went dead. It drained all the way out, and y'all could just catch me on the next session. I can't figure all this stuff out by myself. I don't know. But anyway, I'm here. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health conscious coach. I'm your intellectual content creator. And I'm also your podcast professor. I like how that sounds, podcast professor. Yeah, that sounds good. Podcast professor. Yeah, that sounds good just there, right? So he gonna still rock all the way out. Ain't no reason not to. We might well rock all the way out. There's no reason not to, right? So I sat down here this morning to tell somebody I learned what I had learned. I don't have no space no more. Yeah, I sat down here to tell somebody what I learned, right? How y'all feel this morning? I said, I sat down here this morning to tell somebody what I've learned. Yeah. Hey, y'all, something up. I know I ain't the only one with this one right here. I promise you I'm not the only one with this one right here. But anyway, how y'all feel this morning? Y'all come on in, gather around the table. You know what I'm saying? Eventually you're going to have to do it anyway. Whether you do it with me or not, it don't matter. I think only thing that matters at this moment is the ability for you to understand my situation. And maybe you don't understand it holistically, and maybe it doesn't have a holistic value at this moment based on the fact that you can't grasp. I think that it happens this way universally when grandma them used to tell you something, and at that moment you heard it, but you don't have the ability to grasp it psychologically in your mind, what they were saying. And it took years and years later. Did you hear me? I said it took years and years later before what they said resonated. That's the word. Resonated in your spirit. And you're like, wait a minute, that's what she was talking about. But it took years later for you to get it. It took years later for you to understand it. It took years later for you to comprehend it, right? And so at the same time, I'm here with something of that magnitude. You might not be able to grasp what I'm getting ready to say at this moment. You might be able to hear it. You might be able to understand it. You might be able to comprehend it. But at the same time, until you actually live it, until it actually dawn on you years later, what I'm saying, then that's when you'll say, oh, that's what he was talking about. I couldn't get it at that moment. I could not get it. But this is what he was saying. And I can tell y'all this, y'all. I just figured this out. I'm just figuring this out as I go on this odyssey, on this journey of life. I'm just figuring this out. That there's a lot of things that I learned late in life. It is. Did you hear me? I said it's a lot of things that has to happen to you in order for you to get to the place by which you can understand this. There's a lot of experiences that want to happen. In order for you to get to a place in life, you're going to have to go through experiences, situations, and circumstances. And there's a lot of things that I've learned late in life. I have. And the most funniest part about this whole thing about learning all these things that we're going to have to learn on this journey, on this odyssey, as we move, as we hear and understand and comprehend. I said there's a lot of things that we're going to learn late in life. What is that? L-I-L? Late in life. There's a lot of things that we're going to learn late in life. But what I'm discovering about this thing as you go and you grow and you go through this thing called life with all the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribs and all life's curriculum, you know, there's a curriculum of life, right? Life's curriculum. There's a curriculum. I like that word. Curriculum. I like how it's even spelled. Yeah, but it's a way, and it's a life's curriculum that you're going to have to endure. And as you endure it, while you're doing it in the process, some of this stuff is not going to register as you're doing it. It's only after it's been done that you look back in retrospect. You remember back in the days, grandma used to say, hindsight is 2020. Y'all remember that? Y'all see, y'all too young. See, y'all Y'all, this young generation out here, y'all don't know nothing, man. Y'all about, man, I don't want to tell y'all what y'all live. At the same time, right? Yeah, this young generation don't know these slogans like this. Hindsight is 2020. That means looking in retrospect behind your life, and you can look over your life in retrospect, look back, and you'll see that hindsight is 2020. You can see clear with hindsight. But you're like, man, I would have made that decision. I made this decision. I'd have been here and here. But I made this decision, made that decision, and now I'm there and there. Well, now you be looking like, oh man, if I'd have made that decision right there at that moment, at that juncture, then boom, I would have been right here this time. But hindsight is always 2020 after the fact. Sometime when you're enduring in this thing called life, you can't really, you can't see the forest for the trees. Y'all, that's another slogan that y'all don't know. Y'all don't know about these slogans. I'm telling hey, look, I'm about to date myself out here in these streets. Can't see the forest for the tree. Yo, hey, look, I'm about to date myself out here in these streets. You feel me? Y'all got me about to date myself. You can't see the forest for the trees. Hindsight is 2020. Man, maybe I'm here to tell. I think Hey, check this out for a second. Y'all know what I'm thinking? I'm the now. Hey, hey, what's up, Dude walking up to me, so what's up, And so I could have got offended when he called me the like uncle, like I'm uncle in the earth right now, right? I'm uncle in the earth, right? So he said, what's up, That's a new word out here. What's up, So I snapped back. Since he want to call me uncle, what you got to be? If you want to call me a then what you got to be, sir? You got to be nephew. What's up, nephew? And so I went back at it. I'm like, what they do, nephew? Just like that. You want to call me an I'm going to call you nephew. So nephews in the earth right now, what they do, baby boy? What's good with you? It's all good, soldier. I'm here just to tell somebody under the sound of my voice that there's a lot of things that I learned late in life. Listen, I'm just talking. I'm here on assignment. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr. I am your thought-provoking specialist. I'm your health-conscious coach and your intellectual content creator. I'm also your podcast professor. So right now, I'm standing out of all three of those elements right now. I don't know which one I could tap into. Maybe I'm the right now. Hey, what they do, All right, nephews in the earth, you're going to have to hear this one. All the nephews in the earth, hear this. That there's a lot of things that I've learned late in life. And you're going to have to endure life in order to understand these lot of things that you're going to have to learn late. If you get there. So the blessing, I believe, in this whole thing is getting to the later and the latter years of life. Getting to the latter years of life is a blessing. So don't be dismayed because they call you an now. Hey, listen, they call me now. Hey, what they do, So I guess I'm the uncle, and I guess you're gonna have to be the nephew. Or the nieces. How about that? So now I got nieces and nephews under my jurisdiction in the earth. Ooh-wee. Ooh. And so maybe this session this morning with me losing my little thing, and I'm all on my knees and I'm up and down I'm like, where did that thing just go? It was just here. So maybe I had to prolong this session to get here this morning, being a little late. I'm gonna have to make up because the universe gonna hold me accountable to that. And so I gotta be, maybe I make up another day or a few more hours, a few more minutes to kind of make up for all these. I've been at 10, it was 10:10 one day, 10:20, 10:30. I mean, ain't never been this late. I did like 10:21 and I signed on this morning. I should have been here at 9:09. And so it's hard for me. The 9 o'clock hour is a beautiful hour. For whatever reason, he told me 4 days a week in the 9 o'clock hour. So I done been 10:05, 10:10. So I got to straighten that out. I got to do some more time. And maybe I'll throw in an extra day to make up because I don't want, my assignment to go left based on the fact that I'm not here on time. And I think I struggle, y'all. Hey, listen, I ain't never been a morning person ever in my entire life. All my classes, when I was working on my degrees, all of them was in the evening. I never had a morning class. I'll always be late. That's why I can't work. I can't work jobs. I can't work corporate. I'll always be late. Always. I'm not that morning individual to get up. As soon as I wake up, I put my feet on the floor. I can't do that. No, I can't do that, y'all. I literally have to wake up, stretch. You've never seen like a dog or a cat or anything to get up and just start moving. They stretch, they pull their arms out forward, they pull their legs out, and they stretch all the way out. You never seen animals like stretch, they stretch, they pull all the way forward. They put how they do their arms, their paws all the way forward, they pull, do their legs back. Animals understand. They stretch. I ain't never seen a dog stretch all the time. He put his paws out back and forth. And so I got to get up in the morning. I got to stretch. I got to stretch my back, stretch my legs, point my toes toward the door, and just like stretch all the way out and get my whole thing, my adrenaline flowing. And then I'll just get up and start moving around. But I'm just sitting here trying to waste some time. Y'all see what I'm doing right now, right? I got a lot to say, but I don't really feel like talking this morning. I don't feel like saying it. But at the same time, I'm here to talk to all the nephews and the nieces in the earth. Did you hear me? If I'm gonna be up, I might as well talk to all the nieces and the nephews in the earth. If I'm gonna be up, might as well talk. I might as well. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody that there's a lot of things that I learned late in life. And that's just the truth of the matter. While you're enduring it, sir, a niece, a nephew, while you're enduring it, guess what? You might not get the whole picture. It's not until after you've done it, and it's years later, you sitting back in your rocking chair on the front porch of life. Ooh-wee. And you sitting back in your rocking chair on the front porch of life, and you look back over your life, and you will be able to understand this, that there's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life. And here's the conjunction. I'm going to bit my tongue. Here's the conjunction. But. Ooh-wee. And so there's a but that's got to come after all these things that you have learned in this thing called life's curriculum. There's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life. And I'm here to tell you, by the time you learn it, it's too late to do anything about it. Ooh-wee. And I'm here this morning as your thought provoker. For no other reason would I stand before you this morning and before the mind of the people to say anything other than what needs to be said. I'm here to tell somebody, niece, and somebody, nephew, that as you move through life's curriculum, there's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life. But by the time you learn it, it's going to be too late to do anything about it to correct it. Ooh-wee. And had I knew then what I know now, I know that's another slogan. See, I'm about to tell my age up and through here. I know, had I knew then what I knew now, had I knew then what I know now, I probably would have did something different. And that's just the truth of the matter. I most likely would have done something different had I known now then. And so I'm here this morning as up. I'm 57. We're about to be. You heard I said 57. That's that Miami stuff right there. Y'all don't know that. Hey, look, hey, look, let me tell y'all. Hey, look, I might as well just rock all the way out on the mic this morning because I promise you I ain't really got too much to say. But at the same time, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna sit here for my hour because y'all know I'm on assignment. I have to do this 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday in the 9 o'clock hour. I consider myself to be tithing into the mind of the people, right? And so it's 1 hour out of the day. I got 24 hours. I'm going to have 23 hours to myself. After I deliver this 1 hour, I got 23 more hours to myself, right? And this is how I do it now. I deliver 1 hour a day, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I'm here to speak to the mind of the people. And so y'all know it ain't gonna always be the same. If y'all come in here thinking, yo, he gonna say the same. Listen, y'all got another thought coming. I promise y'all got something else coming. It'll never be the same. It'll never be the same. I have a wide array of variability. That's the word. I say I have a wide array of variability. I have a lot of variability, and that's just been through my innate ability throughout my mother's womb. INNATE, innate. I have an innate ability out my mother's womb. I ain't have to go to school for this. I don't have to go to class and try to learn this. This is an innate ability already out my mother's womb. Ooh-wee. That I'm here. On assignment. So I ain't gotta pretend, y'all. I ain't gotta be nothing. You heard say, I ain't gotta be. I ain't gotta be. You see, that's another word. That's another miming word. Yeah, hey, look, I ain't gotta be. That means I don't have to be. You know what I'm saying? I ain't, that's another word. That's I ain't. Y'all don't know nothing about that word right here. That's Miami stuff. Y'all will never understand that word. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't got nothing. See, y'all don't know nothing about that word right there. That means I don't have anything to do with that. That's what that means. I ain't. Yeah, that's a whole Miami stuff right there. Hey, y'all will never know that word right there. Y'all are, hey, listen, man. Hey, we put all our words together. But anyway, I'm here this morning to tell somebody under the sound of my voice that there's a lot of things that I've learned late in life as I endured life's curriculum with all the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribs, all the triumphants. I done been triumphant, but I've also been valley low. I've had valley low experiences. And if you haven't had valley, keep living. All I'm asking you to do is keep breathing in the morning. That's all I'm asking you to do is keep getting up every single morning. And I guarantee you life's curriculum will give you some valley low experiences. So if you don't think so, keep living. Keep on living. Keep waking up in the morning. And you will have valley lows as much as you'll have mountain highs. All I'm telling you to do is when you look over life's curriculum, you better have 51-49, 51% positive, 49% negative. When you look over life's curriculum, I want you to view life as 51% good and 49% bad. I'll let it stay that close just for this session right here. Even though it's too close, because all it'll take is one mishap, another death in the family, and another, tragedy. It's post PTSD. I'm going to the DSM right now and tell them, hey, look, man, y'all gotta come up with another word, because PTSD just can't be post-traumatic stress disorder. It just can't be that. It's how about post-tragedy stress disorder? How about the tragedies in our lives when we receive phone calls and our loved ones has been passed on, and you figure it out that wait a minute. And then now every time you receive a phone call from a person that you haven't talked to in a while, the first thing you listen for is, so what tragedies has happened now? What has happened now? Before you even answer the phone, you're like, oh Lord, something happened. Oh, it could be post-tragedy stress disorder. And that's what I think I have based on my son's death. But I hear from people that I hasn't talked to for a while, and I'm like, something, and oh Lord, as soon as I see the, I'm like, oh, it's something hit me in my spirit. Like something done happened. Here go another funeral. So at the same time, I'm here this morning to tell you that life's curriculum is gonna correct. It's gonna correct, dude. Hey, I don't even know if that's a word. It's gonna correct. Life gonna life now here in these streets. Now don't get it twisted. Now life be life in out here. Yes, it do. Yes, it does. Yes, it is. Yes, it will. Life be life in out here in these streets. Yes, it do. And so at the same time, if you don't consider life to be lifing, then keep living. And life gonna life on you. It will eventually. Life will life. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, there's a lot of things that I've learned late in life. And the most craziest part about this whole thing of learning late in life is that by the time you learn, I say by the time you've learned it, ma'am, hey, sir, by the time you get 60 years old and you've learned these life's curriculums, I can tell you this: sometimes after you learn it, it's too late to do anything about it. You can't go back in time and change what you would have done differently. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning to tell people there's a lot of things that you're going to have to learn, nephew. Hey, DC, there's a lot of things in this thing called life's curriculum that you're going to have to learn. But guess what? By the time you learn it, ooh-wee, it's going to be too late to do anything about it, to change it. That's where I am right now at 57. Would I have done some things differently? Most likely, yes. Now that I know what I know, can I change it? Absolutely not. Because you can't even go back into time and flip back the years and go back into your past and then correct the wrong. You can't do that. You don't have the ability to go back into the past experiences and the past pains and the past hurts and alleviate that pain and that hurt. You don't even have the capacity to do it at this moment. And so I'm here this morning to tell somebody in the sound of my voice, there's a lot of things that you will learn late in life, nephew. Hey, niece, there's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life, baby girl. As we matriculate through this thing called life's curriculum, there's a lot of things that you will learn late in life, in your 40s and 50s and 60s. And I'm going to tell you this, by the time you learn it, it's too late to even do anything about it. Wow. And so I'm here not to tell you to make sure you're perfect in all your decision-making processes. I'm not here for that because I don't think that's possible. I don't think that it's possible for you to make all the correct decisions. You wouldn't have got pregnant. You wouldn't even have got pregnant at 16. If that was the case, you got pregnant at 16, 17, you grew with your children. Sometimes that's the way I think life's curriculum called all us to do, is we grow up with our children because we had children young. And then so we had children at 16, 14, 15. And so we end up growing with our babies. We grow with them. And that's something that I told somebody yesterday. What am I doing with a 10-year-old? I said, listen, grow with her. That's the only thing you're going to have the ability to do, sir, is grow with your daughter. You're going to have to do that, ma'am. You're going to have to, if you had a baby and now you're in your 40s and you got a 10-year-old, what you mean? What you going to do with her? You're going to grow with her. That's the best answer. She said, that's the best answer you said. That's what that lady told me. She said, that's the best answer. Grow with them. And so I'm here this morning to tell you that there's a lot of things that I've learned, that I personally have learned later in life, after I have endured life's curriculum through the ups and the downs and the trials and the tribulations and all of the triumphants and all the valley lows and the mountain high experiences. I can tell you this, that by the time you learn it, it's too late to do anything about it. And that's this thing called life. As life be out here lifing, we're going to have to know how to understand it and comprehend it from a holistic value. And so I'm here this morning as a 57-year-old man to tell you that there's certain things in this thing called life that you're going to learn. And by the time you learn it later on in life, it'll be too late for you to even correct the wrong. Ooh-wee. And so this is what I'm discovering. I don't know how to do anything other than keep it real, sir. Did you hear me? I say, I don't even know how to do anything other but keep it real. And since you want to call me a the other day a dude wanted to say, what's up, I didn't even know the dude from a can of paint. You feel me? He's like, he just called me He's like, all right, you all right, I'm like, yeah, nephew, I'm good, soldier. I'm good, nephew. So I went right back at him and called him a nephew. If I'm an then you're a nephew. Listen to these words that I got to speak to you this morning, sir, in the spirit realm, because I don't even know your name. And since you want to call me a in the earth, then I'll call you a nephew in the earth, because I am older enough to be your uncle, your mom's brother, or your dad's brother. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, or to tell somebody, there's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life. A lot. And he gave me a lot of. When I wrote this, I said, there's a lot of, Lotta, L-O-T-T-A. Yeah, there's a lot of things that we're going to learn late in life as we move through life's curriculum in the earth. You stay cognitively aware, and you walking in your purpose, and you walking in your assignment, and you're walking in your understanding, and you're walking in your value, and you're walking in your worth. I don't care how good you think you done crossed all your T's and you dotted all your I's, and it's all well and good. I can tell you this, that it's still gonna come a point in time that it's gonna be too late. There's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life. But by the time you learn it, it's going to be too late to correct it. And so I'm here with major things that I would have done differently had I knew it then. But hindsight is 2020 only after it's hindsight. It becomes clear and clarity. You watch it with more clarity and clarity than what you would ever do it in the midst of the process of life. And so y'all know y'all got an unk now. I guess I'm unk now. I guess it's some nephews and some nieces that I got to talk to now, since dude called me unk while I was walking. I forgot where I was walking. I don't know if I was walking to Walmart. Like, what's up, unk? I'm like, what they do, nephew? And so that just gave me a whole nother spin on this thing called life as a 56-year-old black man in the earth. So he called me an unk, I'm gonna call you a nephew. And a woman called me an unk, I'm gonna call her niece. And so maybe I'm here this morning to talk to all the nieces and the nephews in the earth. Since I've been called to talk and speak into the mind of the people, the nieces and the nephews need to hear this. That it's a lot of things that you're going to learn late in life, nephew. There's a lot of things. And I'm here to tell you that as you learn them later on in life, as you get up to 40 and 50 and 60 years of this thing called life's journey and life's curriculum, I'm telling you, by the time you learn it, it'll be too late to correct it. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here on assignment, not to tell you to not, cross all your spiritual T's and dot all your hood. It's impossible, because you are a work in progress, just like everybody else in the earth. And you ain't gonna cross all your spiritual T's and dot all your holy I's perfectly, because you are human. Did you hear me? I say you are human. You are human. And there's no perfection in this thing. In your humanity, there's major flaws and failures. You got so many F's, you got so many F's. You got wins now. And we got victories now. Don't get it twisted. Because you know I'm a thought provoker, so we got to stand on the alkaline side of conscientiousness. So when you look back over your life, you're going to have to still see 51% W's and 49% L's. I ain't going to have it no other way, even that's too close. And that's too close. I want you to have 85% wins and 15% losses as we view this thing called life out. When you look at life holistically, you're going to have to view it from a perspective of, I had more W's in my win column than I did L's in my loss column. And that's how I want you to view this thing called life. With more W's in your win column than you do L's in your loss column. And when you start viewing life like that, man, I done been through so much in this thing called life, but I still have more W's than I do L's. And when you start switching it like that in your mind, even if you feel differently, but you got to say this to yourself in your mind, I got more W's in my win column than I do L's in my loss column. And when you start to magnify that in your internal man, and when you start to understand that holistically in your whole entire internal being, I believe that you tell billions of cells in your body that you have more W's in your win column than you do L's in your loss. Then guess what's gonna happen? It's gonna build an aura around the wins. Ooh-wee. And so I'm here this morning to tell you, build your aura. Build it. There's no reason not to at this moment, sir. There's no reason not to adapt to this whole construct at this moment. You better understand that you got more W's in your, even with all the things that you had to endure. It was life's curriculum. I don't want to start calling out all the things that I see on the negative side of the hourglass in my life. Because if I would have knew what I knew then now, you heard me? If I would have knew what I knew then now, I would have did something different. But I'm here to tell you that sometimes there's a lot of things that you're going to learn later on in life. And by the time you learn it, it'll be too late to even make the correction. Because you can't go back into time and into the past and undo what you've already done. But you didn't learn it until later on in life. And by the time you learned it, it was too late to even go back in there and tell myself, oh, I'm finna go correct this. Nah, sir. Hey, nephew, ain't no corrections, my brother. Hey, you gonna have to let it be what it is. Not so shit. You gonna have to let it be what it is. I promise you. You gonna have to let it be what it is. You don't have what it takes to go back in your past and make the corrections. Not in this dimension. Not in this dimension. And so I'm here this morning. I ain't sit down here to say all this. Y'all know something happens to me when I open this laptop and speak into the mind of the nephews in the earth. I said, when I open this laptop and I'm speaking to the minds of the nieces in the earth, since I'm up, since I have the value of being an uncle, then you're going to have to be the nephews and the nieces. And so I'm here this morning to talk to all the nephews and the nieces that's under the sound of my voice at this moment. And to tell you that there's a lot of things that you will learn later in life. But by the time you learn it, it'll be too late to even make the corrections. So, can't do nothing about it. You don't even have the ability to do anything about the wrongs that you've written in your book of life. You have wrongs. You have misjudgments. You judged some things wrongly. You misjudged it. But by the time you learned, because it took time and it took a process and a progress throughout life. And then until you got into your latter years of life, it wasn't until you got into your latter years that you even learned what you once didn't know. And then once you learned it, you like, damn, I would have did it differently. But then at that moment, by the time you learned it, it's too late to even make the correction. You can't do nothing about it because it's too late to even make the correction. And so you can't even do nothing about it. All you got to do is say, man, I would have did it differently had I known then what I know now. So that's why when Grandma and Mama Essie, thank you, my great-great-grandmother, Essie Mae Jones, my great-great-grandmother's name was Essie Mae Jones. Thank you. Because there's so many things that you told me that I can't eat. I didn't even understand it then. But now I understand it now. Later on in life. Late in life, and now I can understand what she was saying then. I couldn't understand it then. Y'all didn't have the ability to grasp it. So it's not until it's later on in life that you understand what grandma and great-grandma and great-great-grandma them was saying to you. And so by the time I learned and understood what she was saying, it's too late to even make the corrections. That's remarkable, y'all. That's how this thing called life go. That you not gonna know. And there's a lot of things that you're gonna have to learn, but you'll only learn it later on in life. But by the time you learn it, it'll be too late to do anything about it. And so I'm here this morning as old Unc. But dude called me. He called me Unc. I call him nephew. And so maybe I got a lot of nephews in this thing called life. Maybe my age now at 56 has required me to be an uncle in the earth. Maybe the nieces and the nephews that I'm supposed to speak life into as I stand behind this sacred desk. Maybe the nieces and the nephews that I'm supposed to speak down past their names into their DNA to tell them that it's going to be a lot of things in this thing called life that you're going to learn later. And if I could, I'll tell you all the things in advance. I would give you the cheat sheet, if you will, of this thing called life if I had the ability to do it. Everybody's journey is different. Did you hear me? I say everybody's journey in this thing called life is different. It has different value variables. So even if I try to give you some of mine, it still might not line up. So you're going to have to go through life's curriculum, nephew. A niece, you're going to have to go through life's curriculum, your own pathway through life's curriculum in order to get to these later things in life that you're going to learn later. You're going to learn them, but it'll be later on in life when you do. And by the time you get to the latter part of your life and you look back in retrospect, of course, hindsight will be 20/20. Like grandma them used to say, hindsight is 20/20. You can see clearer with 20/20 vision about hindsight. And so I'm here this morning as Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, your health-conscious coach, your intellectual content creator. Hey, look, I'm gonna give you intellectual content. One thing you'll never see me do is come in here. I can do that type of stuff. Now, y'all know I can do it. Don't play with me. Y'all know I can do some other kind of content. Yeah, listen, I see it all the time. People have their butts as their content. I had a young lady on my life. I had to unfollow her yesterday. Every time I turn around, she's on my feed showing her butt. I'm like, what? I don't want to see that all the time. It's nice. Now you got a nice. Oh no, don't make me go. Hey, no, baby. She got a really nice. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying it, but hey, she got a really nice butt. You feel me? She done paid good bread for it too. you know. But I ain't that. Listen, that ain't my. Listen, that she's a digital content creator. That's what they call everybody, a content creator. If you on social media, you are a content creator. And so I'm just telling you that a lot of female show their bodies as their content, or their walk, their little sexy little walk as their content. And you got some brothers out here that go to the gym. That's their content. They content is working out at the gym. So everybody have their own individualized content, right? When you look through social media, everybody have their content. My content just so happen to be intellectual content. I want you to think. I want that gray matter or that circumference in your brain, that the fiber optics fire differently when you learn something. So if that fiber optics go to firing differently when you learn something. And so I'm here as an intellectual content creator. I just want you to think. And since I'm going to be the unk in the earth, hey, y'all heard me? Hey, since I'm going to be uncle, I might well, listen, all the uncles always have some knowledge to drop. You feel me? Hey, look, all the unks in the earth should have some knowledge to drop. By now, you done lived through this thing called life. And now you got nieces and nephews that depending on you to hear something that you got to say to them that will catapult and propel them into a new dimension. Come on over here to this session. Come to the Hourglass Era, where the sands of time converge in the morning, Monday through Thursday, in the 9 o'clock hour. I am Kendrick B. Davis Sr., your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to delve as we get, I'm about to learn it. Hey, look, I'm about to learn. Hey, look, I'm about to learn this. I'll the flow just did without it, though. Y'all know how I flow. You say, I am your thought-provoking specialist, and I'm on assignment. Allow us to guide as we delve into the depths of our consciousness and navigate the interwoven pathways of the mind. Join me on this thought-provoking journey where we explore the spiritual, intellectual, and physical realms, peering into the very essence of health awareness and holistic understandings. Everything on this earth is symbolic of the hourglass concept, and its center represents neutrality, a balance, a pivotal metaphor for our journey. Just as the pH transition from acidity to alkalinity, so too must we navigate our thoughts from discordance to harmony. And it's about transversing the realms of the 7 chakras, unlocking the spiritual experiences and aligning our conscious selves with the greater aspect of life. Each session here in the Hourglass unravels the unexplored conscious thoughts of human existence, inviting you to awaken, transcend, and comprehend the vast expansions of our inner world. There's such a our outer world, I believe, with enough intentions, our outer world, as vast as this outer world may be, but our inner world have an expansion that we're going to have to tap into from the inside out. And so come, tune in, and let us embark together on this extraordinary odyssey towards enlightenment. Welcome to the Hourglass Era. How y'all feel this morning? I'm good. I'm gone, y'all. I'm just here this morning to chop it up with y'all as the unk in the earth. Since dude called me unk, he like, all right, unk. He caught me off guard. I was minding my business. Had my pen in my pad and go. I think I was going to Walmart to get me to get my my little groceries y'all gotta go get periodically. Y'all know my eating habits has trimmed down, and my groceries has kind of lessened because I don't eat across the whole food diaspora no more, based on the fact that if I eat outside my blood type, that's what's gonna happen. I'm gonna be in pain. I can't even cheat a little bit. A slice of tomato right now kill me. I said some cabbage. Oh man, I used to love cabbage. I can't eat cabbage. Cabbage is an inflammatory for A positive blood people. And so I can't eat cabbage. I can't eat corn no more. And so all my stuff is limited now. So as I walk through Walmart, I gotta have a little lick. I'm like, man, everything is so limited. And that's why people are like, oh, you trimming down a little bit. Yeah, you eat according to your blood type for the next 8 years, and you're gonna see how trim you get. Because you ain't gonna be walking around here excessively inflamed with all these different, you know what I'm saying, things in your body that's gonna cause you inflammation. So you'll trim down to your natural, your natural height and weight will trim down when you start eating according to your blood type. That's what happened to you. That's the benefit of being healthy. You're gonna trim down. And so I'm healthy as I ever been, even though I'm a little trimmer, but I'm healthy. My body is healthy. My mind is healthy. Yeah. And so the fiber optics in your brain fire differently when you eat according to your blood type. Because it's almost like, you know, when you mash the gas and it putter a little bit before your car go. That's because it need the fuel injectors. When you pushing down on the gas, it's puttering because it's not spitting fresh on the thing to make the car go. Same thing happens in your brain. Same thing happens in your body. When your body is sluggish, it's because you done ate something outside your blood type that would cause you to be sluggish. You see, you eat a meal and go to sleep because you can't even hold your eyes over. You so sleepy. That's because you ate something outside your blood. Food is energy. And food is designed to give your body energy, give you all the nutrients that you need to go in and break down everything. And then the waste part of it is to defecate, for you to defecate all of the excess after your food and got all the nutrients out, it defecate the rest of it. Every cell do that in your body, defecate. Every cell in your body defecate. It take a boo-boo. Every cell in your body does. And so you just got to get it out your body, clean your stuff up. Go take you a nice dump. If you want to take, you can take a nice dump. Now, you know, y'all know I go over here. I'll tell you what to do right now. Guess what? Here it is. This is what you got to do. Get you a nice tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil. That's all you need, soldier. You want to take you a nice dump, ma'am? You want to take you a nice dump, sir? Get you a tablespoon, 2 tablespoons before you go to sleep at night, and give you 2 tablespoons of extra virgin olive oil. That's all you need. And it's gonna go down through your esophagus and come down through your small and your stomach and your large and your small intestines. And by the time you wake up in the morning, you're gonna take the best dump you ever had. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, I'm gone, y'all. I just came by here this morning to tell somebody under the sound of my voice. There's a lot of things that you will learn late in life. But by the time you learn it, it'll be too late to do anything about it. I'm gone, y'all. Y'all be blessed, and I'll see y'all again tomorrow. Hotep, hotep, hotep.